is the 5A
Oh,
D2
okay.
District 10,
Yeah,
Week 10
right.
prediction.
Coming from Texas 101 Jams.
And I am going
Live.
to tell you right now, this is the week where you win or you stay home.
Oh, yeah.
We got a couple of teams that's like,
Woo! It's a three-way tie for third and fourth.
yes, it is.
So where we have Huntsville, Montgomery, and Randall.
Well, as it stands right now, Lake Creek and Brenham are 1 and 2. Then you have Randall, Montgomery, Huntsville, Lamar, Consolidated, and Rudder.
Mm-hmm. And hold on. I want to bring something up here. I was looking at some of this feeds that I'll read every now and again between my Twitter and everything. Somebody from Lake Creek put somebody on the clock.
You talking about Argyle?
No, somebody from Lake Creek put Brenham on the clock.
Well, Brenham is on the clock.
But this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You put him on the clock.
Yeah, they're on the clock.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
You need to understand.
I just want to make sure you put him on the clock. Okay. I read it.
I need you to understand something.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? We're going to call that game first. We'll talk about that, so we're going to talk about Lake Creek first.
Okay, because Lake Creek and
Because normally
Brenham.
we talk about Lake Creek last, but this time we're going to talk about Lake Creek
Lake
first.
Creek and Brenham. Undefeated 5A,
Both
D2,
undefeated.
District 10, 5-0.
Both
This
tough
is
teams.
for district championship.
Right.
I'm going to let you call
Well, this is my thing, okay? Either Brenham's a good team
it. Okay.
or they're not.
Okay.
If they're a good team,
Mm-hmm.
Lake Creek is a really good team.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Because at this point,
Uh-huh.
they're. But you can write whatever you want. At the end of the day,
Uh-huh.
this game, Lake Creek versus Brenham,
Uh-huh.
that's already on the wall.
What?
You can chalk that up to the
What?
books.
What?
That's a done deal.
So what do you think?
Lake Creek.
Lake Creek
By
by what?
30 or 40.
30 to 40?
Yes, they're going to beat
In the
them.
district championship against the
Understand this.
undefeated.
This is the problem. And this is what people don't see. And you've said it yourself in quite a few segments. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The teams in our district are very closely related.
Oh. Closely related.
At this point, there's only one team separating Lake Creek from a few things. Number one, their very first undefeated season.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, their very first district championship.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, it establishes them as a true threat coming out of District 10.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So, too much is on the line for them to come out playing wrong. They're going to come out playing just like they played against Huntsville. The results will be exactly the same. Because our line, that Lake Creek line,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you, the most important man on the field at any time, and this is something, when I coached Little League, where we used to go, we'd have meetings and talk about it, We really talked a lot. You had to talk to the kids a lot. And I explained to them, a lot of people think the quarterback is all important.
The
They
center.
think the center is the most important man
The
on the field.
center.
The
Always.
center is the most important guy. He's the
You gotta
only
be
guy.
smart.
He's got to touch the ball
Yeah, he touched the ball every play on offense.
every play.
Every play.
He's got to touch the ball.
Right.
He's got to do two things. Everybody else can get away with doing one.
But he's very smart too.
That's right.
He
He's
has
got
to
be.
be.
He's got to be smart. He's got to be tough.
Right.
He's got to be conditioned.
Right.
And that kid Dominic Armour,
Oh yeah.
he's a sophomore.
Yeah, he's a monster. Very strong. Very strong kid.
And then he's flanked by, you got Man,
Monster.
you got Cap,
A monster.
you got Jude.
Hey, when the coach for Huntsville said he got scared when he seen this kid is 6'3". He's
270.
270, 275. He got his shirt rolled up and he got like a cutoff on and you don't even see any belly. He said, man, we knew we were in trouble. that was hilarious. That was hilarious. What's that quarterback name?
Wooten.
Wooten. He's a gunslinger, man.
Yes, he is. He's gonna
Yeah.
swing that thing. Oh, but and see that this is so much I don't talk about Lake Creek.
Go ahead.
I don't want people to think, oh, well, he's just gonna say this. No, Lake Creek is a full team.
Mhm.
If you throw that ball up in that sky, there's some people you got to deal with. You got to deal with Leighton Scott.
Mm-hmm.
You got to deal with Davis Lee.
Okay. Davis Lee. Oh yeah. Amazing athlete. Leighton Scott is good in space. Yeah. I like him in close space. Secondary is still suspect for Lake Creek, but they playing much better. If I have to say there's an area that just they got to get better in, it's the D line and the secondary.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Those are the two places, but they're not terrible and they're not bad. They're actually good. It's just the other factors of the game is just so good.
They've only allowed 77 points in the district.
Okay. Yeah. So, but they're a runaway in district also.
Right.
All the other teams are very, very
Well,
competitive.
they allowed like 70 points in pre-district.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not allowing a whole lot of points.
So what's gonna be the deciding factor for Lake Creek?
Brenham versus Lake Creek?
Yes.
Okay, in order for Brenham to beat Lake Creek, Brenham has to do a couple things. They have to play a real football game. They cannot say, okay, I'm going to stop this guy, this guy, this guy. They're going to have to play man. They're going to have to man.
They can't focus on one
No,
or two
they can't
players.
focus on the running back. They can't focus on the quarterback. You have to focus on all of the players.
The aspects of it.
You have to play the game.
Well, what I love is the quarterback doesn't make many mistakes.
No, don't depend on him to make a mistake at all.
No.
If you depend on him to make a mistake, Case Tessier,
does not
you're
make
out of
any
there.
mistakes. He's pretty solid.
and see, again, I talk, and I don't want to brag on these kids, but at the end of the day, K-Test is like 6'4", 210.
Yeah.
He's hard to take down.
Well-
he's smart, got a strong arm.
Okay. So we both agree that you're saying 30 to 40. I'm gonna be conservative with it. I'm gonna say Lake Creek by 28 because I don't think Brenham is just gonna push over like that. No, that's conservative. 30 to 40 could be 45. They out of there. No.
Oh, I'm thinking that they could very well be way out of there.
Yeah.
I don't think that they'll be able to do anything. You can't run the ball against Lake Creek. Let me explain what I just said again one more time.
You can't run the ball.
You cannot run the ball successfully versus Lake Creek with what's in 5A D2
I got you.
in Texas. Period.
I got you. Well,
Unless that other guy's
Hey,
on the side of the other
so-
side of the ball.
so-
Now, if that guy was
so
on the other side of the ball,
you
then
said
we'd have a
the
problem.
chatter is when I'm trying to realize what's really going on. The chatter right now, because we're going in the district, we're going in the playoffs. The chatter is Fort Bend Marshall is going to win easily in Region 3.
Okay, we're going to talk about that at the end of this. We got two
Okay.
more games to cover, and we're going to talk about Fort
Okay,
Bend Marshall.
I got you.
Next game is Randall versus Huntsville. Randall is 2-3. Huntsville is 2-3. One of these guys,
Flip a coin, man. I'm gonna go with Randall because I'm gonna be biased because Randall is closer.
Randall's got Zion.
This game is so.
But Huntsville is running that new
comparison.
kid. There's a new kid running for Huntsville, man. Oh my God, Keleon.
Yes,
Man,
I
that
heard
kid.
He's pretty good.
And he's a
Yes.
freshman.
Okay,
He's a freshman. Man,
he's pretty good.
that kid is good.
Yeah, he's pretty
This
good.
kid, so they've been running the ball. So now they are starting to develop a running game.
So who you got? Who you got? I'm gonna flip a coin on that one. That's how that's working right now. Both of
this
them.
game right here.
Come on, man. Flip
I'm
a
gonna
coin.
go. I gotta go Randall.
I'm
I
going-
gotta go Randall because of speed. It's gonna boil down to
I'm
that.
gonna go with Huntsville overtime by 3.
Okay, Randall by 7.
I was going with Randall until you told me about the freshman. I remember hearing about him.
Yeah, he's the
And I
truth.
checked out some of
And
the
you're
stuff.
right. He can really.
He might
could create-
change that
He might
dynamic.
really create a problem for Randall.
But Randall also has Zion.
That's
Zion, what is Zion Lewis?
and that's
Yeah,
he's a-
and he ran 23 touches for 200 something yards.
yeah. So he's gonna get out there, and I don't think Huntsville's gonna be able to. You see what they do against the run. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm gonna stick
Randall by
with it.
7.
I'm gonna stick with it. It's a flip. I said OT plus
Yeah.
3. Okay, Huntsville. All right, next game.
2-3 Montgomery versus 0-5 Rudder.
We know where that's going.
we can go ahead and chalk that in the books for Montgomery.
Plus 30 Montgomery.
Plus 30.
Right. And
Now-
who has the bye? Lamar Consolidated?
No bye. They're
Oh,
done.
they done.
2-4.
Okay. But that's their bye week.
Is that well? Yeah,
it's gonna
it's
be
their bye week. But yeah.
everybody had a bye week.
So-
Okay.
Last game we're going to talk about is the team we wanted to talk about, and that's Fort Bend Marshall
Yes.
versus Dayton.
Oh.
Now I want to watch this game
Oh yeah.
because this game will give you a better indication
Of how good they are.
of how they actually stand. And how
For the
they-
chatter in the Region 3 is, excuse me, they sweeping through this. Now I'm going to tell you, Dave Campbell. I'm going to tell you, Max Prep. I'm going to tell you, Vipe. Well, Vipe got it right. They have Lake Creek, the 5A, #1. And they've been having Lake Creek for the last several weeks. I haven't looked at it this week. Has it changed?
No.
Okay, Vipe got it right.
Vipe is absolutely they're right in there.
Vipe got it right. But I'm going to tell you something. Everybody else got it all wrong. They thinking Fort Bend Marshall is just going to run through Region 3. There is no competition. I'm here to tell you, Lake Creek is the real deal.
Let me tell you something. Oh, at the end of the day, anybody who's foolish enough to believe that Fort Bend Marshall is going to run through Lake Creek,
That's what they
I have
say.
a whole lot of
You
problems.
got guys, hey, let me tell you something. You have guys who've been doing this
I got
stuff.
some oceanfront
Analysts, and I have landed shot. And look, you have guys who've been doing this for a long time. They're saying Fort Bend Marshall.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see what Fort Bend Marshall does against Dayton.
That's going to be a tough game
And
for them.
And understand this.
They're going to win, but it's going to be a tough game.
If they should win, understand this. They're not slated to win by Max Preps either.
Mm.
Even though Fort Bend Marshall is above Dayton,
Mm-hmm.
Dayton scores a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that Fort Bend Marshall will win it. Maybe. Golly, that's a tough call.
Huh?
This is what's going on. I'm going to tell you my inner heart.
Okay.
Dayton is a whole team.
Right.
What I mean by that is this. They can run the ball.
The Broncos.
They can pass the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Right.
They can defend the run.
Right.
They can defend the pass.
Okay.
Fort Bend Marshall is better at defending the pass than the run.
Okay.
And they're better at passing the ball than they are running the ball.
Okay.
That's going to create a problem. That's going to create a real problem when you're playing against a team like Lake Creek.
Okay.
Well, Lake Creek is a high volume team, so let's see if they get past Dayton and how that works out.
I have them. I have them beating Dayton by like 1 or 2 touchdowns.
And the teams that Fort Bend Marshall has struggled with, and this is the real irony with that,
Mhm.
there are teams that Fort Bend Marshall has lost to.
Okay.
And those teams lost to Angleton.
Mhm.
And Angleton lost to Lake Creek.
Matchup.
And the
Matchup.
monster
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even all the way ready
Right.
for the Angleton game. So if Angleton and Lake Creek were to meet today,
Oh.
that wouldn't be a match at
That
all.
wouldn't be. Yeah.
So-
that was early in the.
And Angleton is running through their district. So
Okay.
no, I don't think anybody's gonna run through Lake Creek.
Okay.
If anything, I think it's gonna be a reverse.
Okay.
So Fort Bend Marshall over Dayton by, that's another problem.
2 or
Can they
3.
kick?
2 or 3 touchdowns.
No way,
Yeah.
no way,
2 or 3 times. What do you think?
no way. Fort
What?
Bend Marshall by, okay.
3 points?
No,
1 point?
no, I'll give them 10.
10 points?
I'll give them 10,
That's the
maybe
same.
14. I'll give them 14 points,
1 or 2 touchdowns.
maybe.
That's a good call.
All right, we're gonna go with it. Even though I might side with Dayton, we're gonna go with it because I don't want to
All
lose. I'm
right.
tired of losing to you.
Well, that was our predictions for week 10. Oh, this week 11.
That's right. No.
Correct.
No,
prediction.
this is week 10. Next week is week 11.
No, this week 11. Last week was week
Nah,
10.
see, I'm gonna have to look it up.
This is week
Don't worry
11,
about
the
it.
last
Don't
week.
worry about it.
The last week.
So there's no more playing after this week.
No more. That's
This is it.
This is it. Week 11. And we're gonna go ahead and close out. Numbers don't lie. People do. Peace.